Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time you're watching our video. Welcome to another episode of High Intermediate 1. This is session 5. Today, God willing, we'll be covering pages 10 and 11. Our today's topic is writing, especially paragraph writing. So we'll be focusing on writing today. So let's see. Paragraph. What's a paragraph? Most of the writing you do at the university or at work consists of paragraphs. The paragraph is the basic unit of writing that focuses on one idea. This one idea is explained and developed in the paragraph. Okay, so a paragraph is a short piece of writing uh, which tries to develop an idea. All right, the structure of a paragraph. Well, paragraph structure equals a topic sentence plus supporting sentences plus concluding sentence or concluding idea. So a paragraph consists of a topic sentence plus a couple of supporting sentences, and finally there should be a concluding idea, a concluding sentence. The topic sentence can be either at the beginning, middle, or end of the paragraph. Sometimes, however, a paragraph doesn't have a topic sentence. In this case, we say that the topic sentence is suggested or implied. Not all paragraphs have a concluding sentence. So, everyone, to put it in a nutshell, topic sentence means the most important sentence in a paragraph. What a paragraph is about. Okay, the most important sentence in a paragraph. It is usually the first sentence. Of course, it can be in the middle uh, or just at the end of a paragraph, and sometimes there is just no topic sentence. In these cases, we say the topic sentence is implied or suggested. So remember, when we imply or suggest something, we state it indirectly. Okay, we state it indirectly. All right. Paragraph unity. Bear in mind that, keep in mind that, remember that, besides the topic sentence, in addition to, as well as the topic sentence, a paragraph includes several other sentences which in some way contribute to supporting the idea in the topic sentence. They help, they contribute. So, there is a topic sentence plus some other sentences. What is the aim or the goal of the other sentences? They try to contribute, help, and support the idea in the topic sentence. In other words, all these sentences must be related to the topic sentence, to the topic, and must therefore refer back to the topic sentence. If a paragraph does all this, that is, 1. If it announces its main idea in the topic sentence, and 2. If all the supporting sentences contribute to the reader's understanding of the main idea, we say that the paragraph is unified or has unity. So, again, let's just summarize it. What is paragraph unity, everyone? So, remember, a paragraph usually has a topic sentence, and there are some supporting ideas to support the topic sentence. So, If all the supporting sentences refer to the topic sentence, if they are related, if there are no irrelevant or unrelated ideas in the paragraph, we say our paragraph has unity or it is unified. Okay, let me just provide you with one example. Okay, uh, just a second. Mm, so, all right. Yes. Well, everyone, check out this example. This is a sample paragraph. Okay. Well, take a listen. Canada is one of the best countries in the world to live in. First, Canada has an excellent healthcare system. All Canadians have access to medical services at a reasonable price. Second, Canada has a high standard of education. Students are taught by well-trained teachers and encouraged to continue studying at university. Finally, Canada's cities are clean and efficiently managed. Canadian cities have many parks and lots of space for people to live. As a result, Canada is a desirable place to live. So, this is a paragraph. Everyone, is there a topic sentence? Sure, there is. This is the topic sentence. All right. Canada is one of the best countries in the world to live in. Actually, it is the best, not just one of the best. So, the topic sentence is clear, and you see the supporting ideas. These are the supporting ideas. Okay, everyone, as you can see, all the supporting ideas contribute, just help the development of the topic sentence. They are all related. You can't see any irrelevant, any unrelated sentences. All the sentences are well organized. They try to support the main idea. And by the way, here in this paragraph, there is a concluding idea. The last one, as a result, Canada is a desirable place to live. So, remember, there is a clear and well-organized topic sentence. All the supporting ideas are related in this paragraph. The supporting ideas are related. They are well-organized. They help support the topic sentence, and there is a concluding idea. So, this paragraph, everyone, is unified, or we say it has unity. All right. Well, clear enough, I hope. Let's move on. Exercise 3A. In the paragraph below, the three main components, parts of a standard paragraph are numbered. Decide whether each number is a topic, supporting, or concluding sentence. Let's see. This is the paragraph, everyone. Number 1. All around the world, throughout the world, living in big cities creates serious problems for people, causes serious problems for people. So, this is our topic sentence, everyone. Number 1 is the topic sentence. 2A. The first problem is air pollution. For example, in Istanbul, many people have cars, and cars are one reason why the air is polluted, not clean. 2A is our first supporting idea, first supporting sentence. So you should write supporting sentence here. To be. Secondly, traffic is an important problem for the people living in big cities. Nowadays, these days, there are more and more cars on roads, and this causes traffic jams in many parts of the cities. For this reason, because of this, many inhabitants, many residents, many people who live there waste their time in traffic, and they are negatively affected, influenced, impacted by this problem. Well, this is our second supporting idea, to be, our second supporting sentence. 3. To sum up, to summarize, to conclude, in short, air pollution and traffic jams, when there are a lot of cars on the street, we call it a traffic jam, are two important problems that people living in big cities have. And this is our concluding idea, concluding sentence. So again, number one is the topic sentence. The sentences in green are our supporting ideas, and finally there is a concluding idea. So everyone, this paragraph here is unified, or it has unity. Why? It is well organized, the topic sentence is clear, the supporting ideas are all related to the topic sentence, and they help develop it. There is no irrelevant, there is no unrelated idea in this paragraph. Okie dokie, let's move on. 3b. In the paragraphs below, underline the three components of each paragraph. So, what are the three components? What are the three parts of a paragraph, everyone? Yes, very good, great. Let's just review topic sentence, supporting ideas, and concluding ideas. Okay. So this is our paragraph. Bicycles are popular today in many countries for three reasons. This is the topic sentence. You see, it is clear, easy to understand. First, most of the people use bicycles to exercise. To illustrate, to explain, to show, in Holland, in the Netherlands, people think riding a bicycle is a better way of keeping fit and staying healthy than other sports. So, keep fit means to stay in shape. By the way, everyone, this is our first supporting idea. First, up to here, our first supporting idea. The second reason is money. Generally, in general, usually, bikes are not expensive to buy, and they are quite cheap to fix. They're pretty quite cheap to fix. This is our second supporting idea, the second reason. Finally, they are suitable for city life. They are good for city life. In cities, many people prefer bikes to cars. They like bikes better because Unlike cars, opposite of cars, unlike cars, different from cars, with a bicycle, they never have to wait in traffic. This is our third supporting idea. In brief, in short, to sum up, to conclude, in conclusion, to put it in a nutshell, having a bicycle is beneficial. It has good effects. So it is beneficial. It has good benefits for people for different reasons. This is our concluding idea. So, everyone, is this paragraph unified? Of course, it is. Are there any irrelevant ideas? I don't think so. So, the topic sentence is clear. There are no irrelevant ideas. All the supporting ideas are related. They help support the topic sentence. And finally, there is a concluding idea. The second example. Wilma likes traveling by bus better than traveling by boat for many reasons. This is the topic sentence. It is clear, easy to understand. Firstly, it costs less, less money. For example, she can ride by bus from New York to Miami for $85, but the boat trip between the two cities is $200. Okay, so this is our first supporting idea. So Wilma likes blah 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 is a topic sentence. Firstly is our first supporting idea. In addition, plus, what's more, traveling by bus gives her a closer look at the cities and countryside than she could get from a boat. This is our second supporting idea. Finally, she thinks that the passengers on the bus are often closer to her own age, so, therefore, they are easy to talk with. They are approachable. The passengers are easy to talk with. Our next supporting idea. And in conclusion, to conclude, she believes traveling by bus is an ideal, is a perfect, is a great way of transportation for her. And this is our conclusion or our concluding idea. So, everyone, the topic sentence is clear cut, easy to understand. All the supporting ideas are related to the topic sentence. They help develop it. There are no irrelevant, unrelated ideas. And finally, there is a conclusion. We say this paragraph is unified. It has unity. All right, let's move on. Welcome to page 11, everyone. Page 11. Exercise 3.C. Take a look at the two paragraphs below, paragraphs A and B. So, what are we supposed to do here? Underline the topic sentence, of course, yes sir, and the two paragraphs below lack unity. There is no unity. The paragraphs A and B are not unified. Cross out, delete the irrelevant, unrelated sentences. Sure. So, everyone, what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'd like to read out the paragraph. I will explain any vocabulary items, then we will just discuss it and cross out any irrelevant ideas. So, first things first, just take a listen. Let's try to get the gist of the paragraph, then we can discuss it in detail. Paragraph A. Mr. Thomas was the worst teacher I ever had. Poor Mr. Thomas. He taught general science in 10th grade. You know, grade means one of the 12 years at school. When you just start elementary school, you go to first grade, then you say I'm in the second grade, third grade, and it goes on and on. Grade, a year at school. The reason he was so bad was that he tried to embarrass students. Oh, so bad. Embarrass means to just humiliate, make them feel ashamed and shy. Not a good thing for a teacher to do, you know. He would call on someone to answer even when he knew that person didn't know the answer to the question. Then he would tease the person, the student, the poor student, let's say. Tease everyone means make fun of, to laugh at someone, make fun of them. And say things like, you're stupid, you're not smart enough, yeah, you're stupid. Again, not a good thing to tell a student. Or, that was the easiest question I had. All of the students hated going to his class, to this Mr. Thomas's class. Of course, Ms. Lewis, the history teacher, was pretty bad, was quite bad too. I think Mr. Thomas is the reason I'm now a business major. Okay, I'm a business major. You know, major here means a person who has studied a subject. Okay, so when the writer says I'm a business major, it means they have a degree in business. For example, everyone, I'm an English major. It means I was majored in English. I graduated and I got a degree in English. I'm looking forward to, I feel pleased and excited to a career, job, profession as a CPA. CPA stands for Certified Public Accountant. Certified Public Accountant. It means an accountant who has received special training. CPA. Hesapdar rasmi. Certified Public Accountant. An accountant with special training. So, let's see. Everyone, Mr. Thomas was the worst teacher I ever had. This is our topic sentence. Okay. Well, here we have this sentence. Of course, Ms. Lewis, the history teacher, was pretty bad too. Okay, so remember our topic is about Mr. Thomas. We are going to backbite him, but suddenly we mention Ms. Lewis. Are they related? Of course not. So cross it out, this sentence. Just cross it out. Then the writer goes on, I think Mr. Thomas is the reason I'm now a business major. So what? Related? Of course not. cross it out too, please. And I'm looking for a career as a CPA. So what is the relation? Again, irrelevant. Exit out, please. All right, so these three last sentences should be removed. Then our paragraph will be unified. All right, remember, there shouldn't be any irrelevant ideas. Okay, paragraph B, a long one. Again, take a listen. Let's discuss the new words, then we will check out its structure. There are two main reasons why I have decided to attend Bankston University next year. So, two reasons why I'd like to go to this university next year. First of all, there is the question of money. Bankston's tuition is reasonable. You know, tuition means money you pay for your education at school, at universities, or here in CLI, in Chitsazan Language Institute, you pay tuition every month. So the tuition is reasonable, it is affordable, it is not expensive, and I don't have to pay it all at once. Everyone, at once here means all together. So the writer doesn't have to pay their tuition all together. This is very important since my father is not a rich man, just like my father. Applying to a college is a terribly complicated process. You know, when you apply to a college, you try to attend, yes, you write a letter. So it is a really complicated process, a difficult procedure. With Bankston's deferred payment plan, what is deferred payment plan, everyone? It means you don't have to pay your tuition all at once. Deferred payment plan. You can pay it monthly or yearly, yes. So you don't have to pay it all at once. So with this plan, my father will be able to pay my tuition. My father can pay my tuition without too much difficulty, problem, trouble. My father works in the post office. The second reason is the fine education I feel I will receive there in agriculture. So he will get good education in this university in agriculture, farming, my chosen field. So the writer's major is farming, is agriculture. It is a well-known fact that everybody knows it that Bankston hires only the finest professors in its agriculture department. This university, Bankston, employs, it has the best professors. I've never met a professor. Moreover, in addition, plus, what's more, furthermore, the university requires all agricultural students, asks all the students studying farming, to gain practical experience, to get practical experience by working on farms. So students need to work on farms to get experience in the area while when they are still going to school. Okay, so what is the topic sentence? There are two main reasons. The first sentence is the topic sentence. Okay, Are there any irrelevant ideas? Sure, there are. Okay, this one. So the writer should just discuss the reasons, but here, applying to a college is a terribly complicated process. Okay, so what? Cross it out, please, everyone. It shouldn't be here. It doesn't belong here. Then, my father works in the post office. Is it related? Okay. What the heck? Just cross it out. My father works in the post office. We don't need it. Then, here, I've never met a professor. I've never met a professor. Again, I don't think it's related. So cross it out, please. So everyone, we've got three irrelevant ideas here. Just X them out. Cross them out. All right. Well, punctuation. Everyone, punctuation means punctuating our sentence, our paragraph. There are different punctuation marks, full stop, question mark, exclamation point, apostrophe, capitalization. Well, take a look at the paragraph below. Check out this paragraph, everyone. As you can see, this paragraph lacks any punctuation marks. I'm going to read it out to you. Please pay attention. Since it lacks any punctuation marks, I won't be able to read it just smoothly. I might make unnecessary pauses. There might be lots of misunderstandings, and in some cases you may not be able to just grasp it because it lacks punctuation. Take a listen and pay attention to my pauses or how difficult it is going to be for me to just read it. And by the way, don't laugh at me, please. Okay, not my bad. Well, perhaps you don't always need to use commas, periods, colons, etc. to make sentences clear. When I'm in a hurry, tired, cold, lazy, or angry, I sometimes leave out punctuation marks. Grammar is stupid. I can write without it and don't need it. My Uncle Harry once said he was not very clever and I never understand a word. He wrote to me, I think he'll learn. You see, you may read it ill, so he'll learn, no punctuation. He'll learn some punctuation, not too much enough to write to Uncle Harry. He needs some help. All right, you see, terrible reading. Again, not my bad. Come on, guys. There are no punctuation marks here. So you see, it is absolutely difficult to just understand it, to read it correctly. They say punctuation marks are like traffic lights to the drivers. They help the drivers to find their ways easily. All right. So the writer really needs to add some punctuation marks to their paragraph to make it more comprehensible. Well, here you can see a punctuated version of the paragraph, which makes it more comprehensible and meaningful. All right, take a listen. Now, let's see if punctuating it makes a difference. It sure does. It absolutely does. Perhaps you don't always need to use commas, periods, colons, etc. to make sentences clear. When I'm in a hurry, tired, cold, lazy, or angry, I sometimes leave out punctuation marks. I forget. I delete them. Grammar is stupid. I can write without it and don't need it, my Uncle Harry once said. And this is what happens when dear Uncle Harry doesn't care about punctuation marks. He was not very clever, he sure wasn't, and I never understood a word he wrote to me. I think I learned some punctuation, not too much, enough to write to Uncle Harry. He needs some help. He sure does. So, everyone, punctuation is used to create sense, to make sense, to make our sentences, our paragraph meaningful, to create clarity, to make it easy to understand. So, to create clarity in sentences. We capitalize institutions, Oxford College. We capitalize structures, especially man-made structures, for example, the Eiffel Tower. Then landmarks, natural or man-made ones, Mount Everest. Organizations, we capitalize planets, Venus, Mars, for example. We capitalize races, nationalities, Iranian, American. We capitalize religions, Islam. We capitalize special occasions, the Olympic Games. We capitalize streets and roads, for example, Main Street, Fifth Avenue. And remember, last but not least, we capitalize the pronoun I, whether at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of a sentence. Don't forget, everyone. The next one is called, the next punctuation mark is called the period or full stop. Okay, so period or full stop, another name for it. Everyone, we use a full stop at the end of a declarative sentence. Declarative sentence. It means a statement that is complete. Okay. For example, I'm Mr. Mazlumi, and it's 20 to 10 a.m. Here in Chitsazan Language Institute. Full stop. Remember, we use full stop in abbreviations. For example, say Mr. full stop Chitsazan. Okay? And a full stop can be used at the end of a group of words that don't form a typical sentence. For example, Mr. White was talking with Mr. Smith. Okay, full stop. The next punctuation mark is comma. Comma. So we use comma to show the difference between two separate ideas, elements in a sentence. Okay. Commas have other uses too. For example, we use them to separate numbers, to write dates. Okay. We use commas when we just combine, we join two separate sentences. For example, we purchased some cheese, comma, and we purchased some fruit. You know, here we just combine two sentences. We use commas in a series. For example, he was tall, comma, dark, comma, and handsome. Then we use commas to separate an introductory element from the rest of the sentence. For example, in the mornings, comma, I go jogging in the park in my neighborhood. Remember, we use commas to set off the words yes and no in answers. For example, no, comma, thank you. We use commas in tag questions. In tag questions, she is your sister, comma, isn't she? And we use commas in direct address. For example, is that you, Mary? Is that you, comma, Mary? We use commas in participle clauses, phrases, phrases that start with ing. For example, walking slowly, comma, I could see the beautiful flowers. And we use commas to separate parts of the date. Tuesday, comma, September For example, tense, comma, 2020. Okay. Well, the next punctuation mark is exclamation mark or exclamation point, everyone. We use it to show emphasis, yes. We can use it in the middle of a sentence or at the end of a sentence. Yes, in the middle or at the end. Okay. It can be used to show strong emotion or to give a command. For example, stop! Exclamation mark. Sit down! Exclamation mark. What a lovely view you have here! Exclamation point or exclamation mark. Johnny, comma, don't touch it! Exclamation mark. Next one is the question mark. We use it at the end of an interrogative sentence. Yes, interrogative, a sentence that is a question. Have you got a pen? Question mark. Where are you from? Again, question mark. The next one is colon. Colon. It can be used to introduce a quotation, an example, I don't know, an explanation. It can be used to separate two independent clauses, and we can use it to show emphasis. For example, you have two choices, colon, finish the work today or lose the contract. Or that's because we have one goal, colon. What is the goal? For you to consider your website a success. Or I have all the ingredients, colon. What are the ingredients? Ground beef, comma, milk, comma, potatoes, comma, onions, comma, carrots. Okay. Well, next one is the semicolon. Semicolon. So, what is a semicolon? You can see the semicolon in the book. Everyone, we use a semicolon to separate two independent clauses. For example, my daughter is a teacher, comma, my son is a doctor. Yes. Or Richard always slept with the light on, semicolon, he was afraid of the dark. You know, the point, the idea is that these two sentences are kind of related. Next one, we have quotation marks or speech marks. For example, quotation mark, fine, thanks. Quotation marks, he replied. Next one is the apostrophe. Apostrophe. Everyone, we use an apostrophe to show that certain letters have been omitted. Okay, or it can be used to show possession. For example, his is the short form of he is. I'm is the short form of I am. You know, I'm, we use apostrophe. Let's with an apostrophe is the short form of let us. And it can show possession. Sally's hair, you know, Sally's apostrophe S was blonde and curly. Or the boy's sister traveled by bus, boy's sister, boy's apostrophe S. Next one is hyphen. Everyone, we use it to make compound nouns. For example, my 7-year-old daughter, 7-year-old daughter, or I don't know, I work time, part-time, you know, hyphen between them, living room, ice cream. So we use it to make compound nouns. Okay. Sometimes we use it to link prefixes to words. For example, prehistoric, pre-hyphen. Then we have dash. Dash is a little longer than hyphen. We use it to connect sentences. Okay. Uh, for example, Princeton dash New York trains, or 1880 dash 1945 until 1945, or she gave him her answer dash no. And finally, everyone, we have parentheses and braces. Yes, so parentheses and braces. We use them to add something, to explain maybe a word, to clarify something. Okay, hope the explanation has been clear enough. Of course, remember, you're going to just study them in details in high levels, God willing. And finally, our exercise. Number 4. There are 2 punctuation mistakes in each sentence. Find and correct them, then compare your answers with a partner. Okay. Number 1, what are you doing next Friday? Well, everyone, let me just a minute. I'd like to share the answers with you. So if you just please wait a minute. So everyone, in the first one, in number 1, so remember there are 2 mistakes in each number. Okay, so number 1, you need to capitalize Friday, and add a question mark. Yes, so capitalize Friday. What are you doing next Friday? And add a question mark to the end of the sentence. All right. Number 2, the girl's father sat in the corner. Okay, so the girl's father sat in the corner. Here, in number 2, we need an apostrophe here, the girl's father. And finally, there should be a full stop, because it is a sentence, it is a statement. Number 3, everyone, number 3. So, number 3, Sarah's uncle's car was found without its wheels in that old warehouse. So, here, uncle's car, you see, we need an apostrophe here, okay? And this word, it's, we don't need an apostrophe, everyone. It's, this is a possessive adjective, my, your, his, her, its. So an apostrophe here, and there shouldn't be any apostrophe in this word, its. Number four. Number four. Spain is a beautiful country, semicolon. Beaches are warm, comma, sandy and spotlessly clean, really clean. Well, Spain is a country, so you need to capitalize S here. Then beaches, everyone, we don't need an apostrophe here. Come on, why? Unfortunately, this is a common mistake among our students. This is the plural form of beach, beach, beaches. So no apostrophe needed. Number five. Number five. That tall man, Paul's granddad, is this month's winner. So, that tall man, okay, we need a comma here. So, that tall man, comma, Paul's granddad is this month's. You see, we need an apostrophe here. This month's winner, and there is a full stop at the end. Number six, everyone. Number six. Dr. Stewart examined my teeth and said that I don't have any cavities. So, Dr. Stewart, capital S because it's a name, and said that I, remember we always capitalize the pronoun I. Okay, so I, capital, and Stewart, capital S. And there is a full stop at the end. Okay, and the last one, number seven. Okay, the committee were against the project, but they decided to remain silent. So, the committee was against the project. We need a comma here, because we have the word but. Of course, it can be optional in some sentences. Anyways, so a comma here, and there should be a full stop at the end of the sentence. Well, everyone, that's it. That's the end of our fifth session. Hope you enjoyed our program. Remember to keep watching each episode several times. Try to do the exercises, review the words, the structures. Just give them a lot of practice. God willing, next session will be dealing with pages 39, a magazine page, and plus the last page of Unit 1, that is page 12. All right, everyone. Until then, take care and have a good one.